AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have a guest in studio from Central District Health Department. Carly Simonson is the Deputy Health Director. And we're going to talk about something new. Well, it's new to us, new to the area, but actually it's something that's been around a long time. It was unearthed kind of during the whole pandemic thing, which is over 4 years old now. But that's one of the reasons that we want to talk about. First off, Carly, good to have you back.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
The effort's called Credible Mind. Tell me more.
Credible Mind is a nationwide resource. It's a website that was developed by licensed mental health practitioners. What we found out coming out of the pandemic, and really even before, is that there is a lack of mental health resources. And that is not just in our area, that's nationwide. And we know that mental health is so important. And it's really important that we start seeing mental health as a spectrum, 0 to 10. And at any given day, we are all on that spectrum somewhere. And maybe I have things going on in my personal life or work life, stress, whatever that may be, can move me back and forth on that spectrum. It's important to be aware and to start conversations around mental health, and also give individuals skills and tools so that they can better understand where they're at and what's available to help them.
That last statement said a lot, because we've all had those days. Sometimes you just go, no big deal. Maybe a half hour later you're going, boy, I wish this was over. An hour later, you go, I've absolutely had enough. Then an hour and a half later, going, if somebody comes up and says another word, so, I mean, you talk about that 0 to 10 scale. We've all had it. We all deal with it in different ways. And a lot of people just aren't sure what's right.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that I love about this platform. So Credible Mind has a host of resources that are all evidence-based. These have been vetted by those licensed mental health practitioners. There are assessments that you can take that help you understand some of that self-awareness, or just kind of where you're at that moment. That's not saying that that's bad or good. That's just where you're at, and this is a point that we can work from. Maybe there are some tools. Maybe there's a podcast you'd like to listen to. Maybe there's an app that can help you be more mindful. Another thing that's great about the community resources, or being able to specialize it, we have a community resource page where we have gone out and talked to leaders in the area that are doing this mental health work, that have resources available. So if somebody finds their way to the site and takes an assessment and says, you know what, I think I'm stressed with my workplace right now, they can look through those community resources and find all of these things that are available right in our area where they could see someone in person. It doesn't necessarily have to be done online.
So you become the pathway, or the door to the pathway, to give them access, to help them find the solutions that are out there. But just to instantly go and see something that says, well, it tells me that if I'm about a 2 today and I'm worried about getting to a 7, but yet I've got this going on over here, you're not going to find that direct path. You may need to search and ask yourself some important questions, but here's the path.
Absolutely. And to kind of come back to that assessment piece, it's not like it's going to give you a numbered score of, you're 10 on the scale of depressed today. It's going to ask you some questions to help you be more self-aware and mindful of what might be going on. And that is really important, because there are not enough resources, licensed mental health practitioners in Grand Island. We are inundated, especially culturally diverse mental health resources, or those that can speak languages other than English. We have a really diverse community, and everybody is touched by these mental health pieces. So knowing that our professionals are struggling to meet the needs or the capacity, we want to give people the opportunity that maybe they feel like they can do something, they can take control of their own assessment, they can do things on their own, so they don't get to the point where they might need to seek more of the cognitive therapy or that touch base with the professional.
Wow, this sounds just amazing. It's called Credible Mind.
It is Credible Mind. So it is a website that is free to all. It is confidential. We don't know what anybody's looking at. There are options to create a profile that would kind of just save your information. So it would save what assessments and what topics and things that you've looked up. If you want to do that, you sure can. We don't see any of that information, but this is available in English and in Spanish. The website is cdhd.crediblemindcom.
There you go. You can find out more information quickly. If they have a question, can they give a call just for a little guidance?
Absolutely. Contact us at the Health Department, 308-385-5175.
Carly Simonson is the Deputy Health Director for Central District Health Department. Credible Mind, a new tool available to lend a hand through these tough times, and we all face them. Carly, always a pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good morning from AM 1430, KRGI 105.5 FM.